And Michael, thank you for the way we teamed up and did all of this. March 6th, I was sitting on the floor about noon that day. It was a Saturday. We had voted for 13 hours that night. Twice. Once with Ron Wyden pushing back, we defeated the Republican effort to take the child tax credit out by one vote. Then final passage on March 6th, about noon, 12:30, we passed the whole bill, the rescue plan. I remember turning to Bob Casey, who's been a great ally on a lot of other children's issues, turn to Bob Casey and say, this is the best day of my political career, because we're going to cut as Chuck said, we're going to cut the child poverty rate in half. We're going to make such a difference to so many families. 92% of Ohio children are eligible for this, 92% in my state. This will mean the checks today, people should begin to check their bank accounts in their mailboxes today, tomorrow, Saturday, Monday. People are going to see these checks in their bank accounts and going to see this direct deposit in their bank account, see this check in their mailbox. If they're eligible and they don't receive these checks, they should go to childtaxcredit.gov and sign up. This is close to universal. It will make a huge difference in people's lives. But don't take the word of any of us. I did a number, as Debbie talked about, I did a number of roundtables in Ohio and listened to families talk about this. One woman said, I'm not going to have to struggle at the end of the month every month to figure out the last week how I'm going to pay my rent. It takes away that anxiety she has. And another mother said, I can send my boy to a week summer camp. I've never been able to do that. He's 9 years old. Another father said, I can buy equipment for my daughter to play fast pitch softball. Another said, I can now afford a little more child care so I can work and get a little bit ahead. Another said, I can put $100 a month now aside for each of my children so they can go to Lorraine Community College or Sinclair State Community College. And the beauty of this child tax credit, the beauty of this is we are saying to parents, you make the decision how you're going to spend this money. Chuck Schumer's not making, Debbie Stabile-Raphael, no, we aren't telling them how to spend the money. We're saying, here's $300 per child if your child's 5 or under. Here's $250 per child. You make the decision as parents. If we want to empower parents to parenting is work. Any of you that are parents or aunts or uncles, or if you are obnoxious kids for your parents, you all understand how hard it is to raise children, and this gives these parents a little more opportunity. So we talk about infrastructure. Sure, it's highways and bridges, but infrastructure is setting a basis, setting a foundation so people can launch their children into a better life. And what better way to do this than the child tax credit? In the end, government's always about whose side are you on. Clearly, everybody up here is on the side of children, on the side of family, on the side of the future of this country. And that's what's made a huge difference. And one other point about the child tax credit, it puts a lot of money into a lot of middle class and working class neighborhoods. And that money is going to be spent at local stores and going to a diner once in a while, going to the local shoe store, doing all the things that parents will be spending money on in helping the economy in those communities that are so often overlooked. This will make a huge difference for a generation for our children.
Thank you. We've had so many great people pushing this. It's such a major piece of legislation.